California dreaming. I used to think about that, corny as it was. I used to think about that song.
I miss Hollywood. When I see a film crew, I go, oh, I want to be there.
There they go, there they go.
Outside, you don't have no shelter.
Put people in doorways.
You have to watch your back all the time.
Everybody on the planet has a right to shelter. Dome, what did you call it?
Dome spheres, they vault together in 21 pieces.
Those are the domes.
Dome check.
I'm here. Thank the Lord.
Justice, justice.
This is what we're talking about. It's right here. This does not have to be.
Last time on Eyewitness.
I'm excited.
By the end of our second week at Dome Village, the staff managed to pull this community of homeless people out of a financial crisis.
We can survive at least till June.
Does Ted know this yet?
I haven't spoken to His Highness yet.
But Ted Hayes, the founder, was still threatening to close it all down.
Just to save this, even from month to month, to me is still a failure.
Gwendolyn, Dome Village's newest resident, began to settle in her new life off the streets of Los Angeles.
I'm here. Thank the Lord.
And Deborah Corneal struggled to do the same, only without the support of Dome Village.
Thank you.
You love me, don't you?
I do love you.
Yeah, you must love me awful lot, because every time I'm here, you got to be careful.
It's now our third week here in Dome Village, and I'm getting the sense that people are starting to see us as more than just camera people. And we're starting to become part of the landscape here.
When did you say you guys were leaving?
Virginia asked me today if we ever took any days off.
I dream about that camera.
Every time you start shooting me, I'm eating. And it's embarrassing.
Because you're always eating.
Well,
We're three journalists from New York on a parking lot with 20 domes, so it's pretty hard to avoid us.
come on, Evan.
Take it.
They're here with me now. They live with me every day, no matter where I go. That's where they are. I go to the bathroom, they're right behind me, okay?
He loves the attention.
I know, she really will. She's pretending to run away.
Ay, ay, ay. Go away, Evan.
I was thinking that if there is a space in one of the domes, I might be able to camp out for a few days. That way, just that they'll see, everyone will see that we're not just like media blasting in here, blasting out, something like that.
Have to talk with Kathy in Virginia, see what we can make available in that area. I know the Peace Dome is available.
We've been here now for a couple of weeks, and there's a vacancy in a dome here.
It makes a difference when somebody lives here or when they just come and go home every night. And I'm going to put him on the chore list.
She asked Katie if I needed to fill out an application or go through the intake process, and apparently that's not necessary. Which is good, because they did a background check.
Here, come with me and go see.
Since we've been here, we've been welcomed into this little family. And it's sometimes easy to forget that the people here are literally one step off the streets, and that they have no other place to go. I'm Kevin, by the way. Curtis? Yes. People are doing their chores or going into the kitchen, make themselves something to eat. People seem to leave each other alone for the most part, and it's quiet and peaceful. I like it here. This is Toby, and Toby is John's dog, and he's sort of the Dome Village mascot as well, and he's very friendly, if a bit undisciplined.
You think I'm joking with you?
I ain't bad too.
Caring for Toby is a slight burden for John, but he told me that once he had another dog, and this is when he was living on the streets, and he didn't have the means to take care of him, and he gave him away. But now he feels that since he has a roof over his head, he can take care of Toby, and Toby seems to give him a lot of companionship.
What happened to the planter?
Well, the dog ran into it, they say. So the dog was running. He ran straight into here and broke it apart.
Hey, Gwen.
Yeah.
Can you bring me that other cup?
Huh?
Can you bring me another cup? Fix her a cup of coffee.
Oh, okay. I'm cleaning my dorm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can I watch you?
Yeah, you're welcome to.
Is it like spring cleaning again?
Yeah, I like that.
Chester and Gwendolyn are letting us spend a lot of time with them as their budding romance starts to blossom.
Hey, the cup, you might have to go to the room yourself and get the coffee.
It's Gwendolyn's third week at the village, and she's settled in quickly, and it sort of feels like she's always lived here.
The dog tearing up the puzzle, y'all.
See? Oh, sorry. That's it, you messed it up.
He messed it up. Probably got a piece in his
Tie him
mouth.
up, man. He's pissing me off.
I'm letting you take pictures of me and my hair not even home.
Gwendolyn's a busy woman, and she seems to take a lot of joy in the domestic tasks that most of us would find mundane.
I'm trying to make it one day at a time.
Were you alone, or did you have somebody?
There was a lot of homeless people that was with me.
Seeing her so proud and caring of her dome, it's hard to imagine her in the chaos of the streets.
They're dead now. I'm not probably the only one that's alive. Now, we can't forget my growing plant. My plant is growing, girl. When I first got it, it was little bitty. Look at it. It's growing, growing, growing.
It looks great.
I like it. I'm doing real good.
Gwendolyn's found a lot of support here.
Sometimes, you know, the devil gets in the way and, you know, like drugs and alcohol.
But Deborah's alone in her struggle.
It used to be beer, and then it went to rum and cokes, and from rum and cokes it went to vodka, and then pretty soon it was just like straight.
You with this brush. Go away!
So tell me about your Valentine's Day, Gwen.
My Valentine's Day was nice. I enjoyed it. It was raining. And I enjoyed staying in, looking at TV. Go away, Toby. I had a nice day, quiet. I think I had some work to do, didn't I? No, I don't. It was on a Sunday I went to church. But get out of here! No more! And, I just looked at TV. I had a nice time. I really enjoyed myself. Chester gave me this when I first came here, Agni Care. It's a Neutrogena case, and it has the soap, the wash, the face wash. Hey there!
Hey!
I was just talking about you.
Did you cuss me out?
No, I didn't cuss you out. I was talking good about you.
Yeah, my room do need to be washed down. I mean, the walls do.
Well, I done took all my stuff off and put it in the washing machine. It's in the dryer now. Need to go wash your sheets and blankets.
That's what I need to go do.
Yeah, and get your room clean. See, that way then you'll be fresh and then you feel
But I got dude next door over there. His room stinky to the high heaven.
But you're not worried about his room. Get some incense. Come on. Go get. Stay over there.
One of the elements that brought Chester off of the streets was his devotion to God, and now Chester and Gwendolyn have something in common that they could share together.
So the Lord blessed me to get here, and it was blessing that He saved, you know, that He's a saved brother, because I haven't met too many saved brothers in my life.
Most ladies I meet, you know, they wild type, you know, they on drugs, you know. I don't want no woman on drugs. No, sir.
Sometimes, you know, the devil gets in the way, and, you know, like drugs and alcohol, stuff like that. That gets in your way sometimes, and I know I had my share of it.
What kind of drugs?
Cocaine.
This crack cocaine make you lose everything in time.
How long were you doing it for?
What, cocaine? About 10, 20 years. I smoked cocaine for a long time.
And I got to comb my hair. You have to excuse me.
It's all right.
Everybody know that ain't what I listen to.
Yes, Jazz, it's the wave, sis. I gotta hit you onto the wave, Mom.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I hear you. Okay.
I'll check you later. Thanks for the coffee.
All right.
I'll just bring the cup back when I'm finished.
Okay. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
We decided to spend some time on the streets outside of Dome Village looking for someone who showed up a few weeks ago. Deborah Corneal showed up at the village our first week here, but never came back. We were sort of concerned and wanted to see what kind of shape she was in.
So the first time you ever slept on the street was 10 years ago?
10 years ago.
Deborah's trying to do on her own what the residents of Dome Village are trying to do, which is to stop being homeless and somehow make her way back into society.
Does this go to Hollywood Boulevard?
I've dreamed this since I was a child of coming to California. I'm a writer, I'm a singer, I'm an artist.
Do you have any money left?
$1. I drink vodka. I started getting, it used to be beer, and then it went from beer to rum and cokes, and from rum and cokes it went to vodka, and then pretty soon it was just like straight.
Deborah doesn't have the protection that the Dome Village offers. She's not separated in any way from the street life that she was living not so long ago.
Miss Whitley?
She doesn't have the drug counseling or the community feeling that the members of the Dome Village have. I don't think she wants that, but I think that that could also be a big problem in seeing if she manages to stay off the streets.
Deborah met Weed Hopper on the streets, and he still has a lot of bad habits.
See, I can't get rid of him.
It's tough to say whether or not he'll be a help or a hindrance.
No, I'm not running away from anything anymore.
Deborah invited us to her apartment, which is just a couple of blocks away from Dome Village. She lives there with a guy called Weed Hopper, who's been her boyfriend for the last 5 years and is the man that she lived with while she was on the streets.
How did you end up becoming homeless?
I was institutionalized for 5 years. They gave me a 72-hour observation, they gave me a diagnosis, and there they had me.
What were you diagnosed as?
I was schizophrenic, mood swings, manic depressive.
Here, Weed Hopper, I got you a cookie from the Salvadorian place.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The feeling that I got from Deborah was that Weed Hopper was the main reason that she kept on doing drugs. But then yesterday, he said that he wanted to get away from all that. He wanted to go and live with his mother that he hadn't seen for 25 years in Oregon for a while.
I asked her to come with me because we can go up there and stay for a little while.
I don't want to go to Oregon.
Where we can get away from this and have a real chance.
I don't know. I'm not running away from anything anymore. I don't need to run to your life. That's your life that you want. My life is what I'm creating in my head, what I'm projecting here in LA, what I want. Mine is music. Mine is staying where my son is. I'm not leaving him. And regardless, no matter how far that they...
I didn't say...
I mean, it's nice. If you want to go for a visit, that's cool. But I'm not following somebody else's dreams. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've done my whole life. That's not our dream. That's your dream.
What, your dream's not to get your writings together and shit?
My dream is on my head, in my mind, in my projection. It's not
staying here and doing drugs.
The way other people tell me that I've got to be.
Whatever.
You know what
See what I mean? I can't never talk to her because she just starts yelling at me. I wanted you to go with me for a month or something. Just go out there to just get away from LA for a little bit and clear our heads and think a little bit.
I can clear my head anywhere I want.
I know, Debbie. Never mind.
I don't mean it.
I think it would be cool to go out to the country and look at some buffaloes, go fishing, go skiing, water skiing, or just kicking back by the lake.
I see buffaloes, I see birds, I see everything I want, all in my head when I close my eyes, when I dream. When I turn on the radio, I can fly there.
Oh, man. Plus, I want you to meet my mom, Debbie.
That's good. I don't need anybody else's mom either. I don't want somebody else's family. I want my own family.
What do you mean we're not family?
Well, we're family when we were on the streets, but that's it. You know what I mean? I don't know what I mean.
Where'd you put the cigarettes at, Debbie?
No, I'm not putting you down. By any means. I'm just telling you what's going on in my head.
Then why are you still with them?
Because I can't get rid of him.
Is that true, Weed Hopper?
Tell her the truth.
I don't know. This one day she loves me, the next day she hates me.
the real that I see, I can't take it anymore, you know. Real is that right there, point right out the window. See the man with the basket? That's real. That's really happening. Really happening.
I need to improve my technique a little bit. I've been living here now for about 3 days.
And they fit okay?
And feeling very much at home. Everyone's welcomed me. I love staying in the dome. It's very cozy. Hey, Gwen. Keeping dry?
Trying to.
All right. Well, this is home for these people, or dome for these people, and you know, this is where they are. It's still, though, a lot better than what I imagine living on the streets would be like.
You see why most of the time I won't turn you loose?
How does it feel?
Because you get into all kind of trouble.
Come from here.
Toby's on punishment. He can't get her loose today.
Your intake.
Katie, she said the dog's running down the freeway on Liberty.
John, I'm not gonna.
Let him go.
Let him run.
Terry, we got a meeting.
You should
Almost
see the
overnight.
big hole he did over there. I mean, it's
Okay,
like
stop.
That's it. That dog gotta go.
huge.
Watch. Dog gotta go.
In the staff meeting today, the question about whether Toby is being properly cared for or not came up, and Ted is getting sort of fed up. I have told John and everyone else here that, you know, I'm completely in love with Toby, and I'd take him home back to New York in a second.
If you're gonna take him, if you're gonna own him, then you're gonna have to do something with him then. All right, well, y'all tell John, either give him to Evan, or I'm gonna call Channel 11 and have girlfriend come and pick him up. She'll put him onto television.
Come on, Toby.
For some reason, I don't know, some people just walk by and they will turn him loose. See, I don't like that. Then when they get into mess, nobody stopped it. Then they put a blame on me.
Well, this is what he really likes, is the belly rub. John offered Toby to me yesterday.
Good boy, okay? I'll be always next to you, okay?
I still feel a little sad that John's going to miss Toby, but I think I will be able to look after him a little bit more than he's been able to, and I'm excited about him joining the family. Katie's got the enormous task of making sure the village stays alive.
I think I sometimes drive him crazy with my perfectionism.
And Ted's carefree nature is starting to test her patience.
I sometimes drive him crazy with my perfectionism.
Ted and Katie seem inseparable in their job of running Dome Village together. But because she's the managing director, the logistics always fall into Katie's lap.
Sometimes he has no sense of responsibility.
And she's always picking up the pieces of Ted's chaotic schedule.
What drives you crazy about him? Things like this.
Right now, they're both supposed to be in a meeting, and Ted is rollerblading in Venice. And I think Katie sort of feels like his babysitter.
Well, what happened, though, if you just didn't come back? You would miss the meeting. You could go to the meeting.
I definitely feel for Katie in this instance because she has to be the bad guy and be like, hurry up, stop having fun, now it's time to go to a meeting. And no one really likes to play that role.
It's all right. 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 We'll be there on time. What's the deal?
See what I mean? Who told you? I was talking about your irresponsibility.
Sorry, I just wanted to... We'll be all right. I'm not even going to shower. I'll just go back and I'll change my clothes and we'll go. Okay, hurry. Come on, Daddy, let's get there. Wait.
So do you lose track of time, Ted, when you're skating?
If I don't get out and skate maybe once a week or so, I get very upset about things.
Things felt a little tense in the car ride back. Ted just doesn't understand why Katie gets so stressed out. But we made it back in time for the meeting and found that Gwendolyn is becoming something of a Dome Village poster child, as she was accompanied by another camera crew making the rounds.
Yeah, I've got it. I want to see that.
Today, John Bird, the publisher of a magazine called The Big Issue, is coming by to meet with Ted.
Thank you, Gwendolyn. I'm John Bird.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Gwendolyn Boswell.
You're going to be saying a lot of him, Gwendolyn.
Okay.
He does a newspaper called The Big Issue for homeless people to sell on the streets and make some money for themselves.
Oh, that's a blessing.
Yes,
Maybe
in
I could get
Palmertoul.
a job doing
You
it.
could do that. You can, absolutely.
Yeah.
Big Issue is a magazine put out by the homeless in England, and John is here because he's about to launch it here in Los Angeles.
Thanks, Gwendolyn.
Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Hi, girl.
This is like a kind of island of sanity. Right.
I think this was something of a turning point for Ted, to be able to relate his vision to someone of a like mind. And he really seemed invigorated by this meeting.
To specifically the homeless people, it's got to be a transition using these dome structures. And it's a stair-step kind of process. And there's 4 phases to that. That by the time they reach the 4th phase, they are no longer considered homeless. They are productive citizens.
Hallelujah! I'm starting to understand Ted's objective, that the gulf between the streets and the mainstream is too large to be bridged by Dome Village. He believes there needs to be more levels of adaptation back to society, and that's the core of his plan. All this media attention is sort of fueling Ted's enthusiasm, and he's starting to shift gears.
You wait till you read that document.
I'm waiting.
You wait till you read that document. If I got to say something myself for it, got me excited.
Instead of talking about shutting the village down, he's getting fired up to finish the plan, and hopes he'll be done before we leave.
I have a better understanding of it. The passion is stronger as well for it, you know. So I know I'm on the right track.
Next on Eyewitness.
I will begin to see if I can raise some funds to come to Washington.
Ted gets a phone call that sets him in motion, and he starts preparing to storm D.C. with his national plan.
Fired up, can't take it no more. We fired up, we can't take it no more.
If he can finish it on time.
Put A there, A there. I changed some things, that's not right.
The villagers are rallying behind Ted.
God bless you.
Okay, man.
We'll see you when you come back.
All right, buddy.
Take care.
Okay, George.
All right, George.
And Chester, who's quickly becoming Gwen's one and only, is taking pride in leaving his past behind.
I was an evil kind of a guy. I mean, if I catch you off guard, I'll do something. Yeah, I can say it.